Hey, we're here with Chamber Chats, and I am Jody, the co-director of the Alva Chamber of Commerce. I walked in and Ben was nowhere to be found, so I just figured I'd do this show by myself. Oh, just kidding. Here he is. He's here, so I'll let him do a proper introduction.
Well, good day, everyone. I'm sorry. I was. How do we say this? I was in the other room. Is that how we say that?
There you go. There you go.
Hello, everyone. Ben Buckland with Chamber Chats with the co-director. Must be the very, I would think, elated and proud co-director of the Alva Chamber of Commerce, but I really don't know that because I haven't talked to her since way late on, what night was that?
Friday night.
Way late on Friday night. That's not my, that used to be my default setting was 2 o'clock in the morning, but what time did you finally shut it down?
I don't even know.
I don't think that's just something you're saying. I think you don't really know. It was a busy night. We are talking about did we decide gala or gala?
Well, to me, it's gala. So
we decided on the gala. We didn't decide. We decided we would meet Monday morning, and or Monday afternoon, Monday at noon, for Chamber Chats, and we would talk about all of this information. And then we had problems on our end of the broadcast deal here, and had to do some work, which we got done. So you even promoted this at the gala from the stage to the crowd. You said, join Ben and I every Monday, except when we don't do it on Monday. We'll do it another time on Chamber Chats. Well, it's another time.
It is another time, and it's okay. It's okay that it's another time because we have to be flexible in life. Not everything goes as planned.
Wow, do I know that? Woo. So a couple of things that really stood out to me. You want to hear the couple of things?
Absolutely.
I was blown away by the venue. I've not been out there since this group has taken it over. Incredible. Just absolutely incredible. My goodness, it's the other half.
Oh, hey.
Hey, you've been busted, buddy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Ben?
You know, I'm okay. We were just starting in on talking about the deal the other night, and the second thing that blew me away was the IT part of it, the sound and that voting thing. That was so cool. You guys, Mr. Rott, you and the boys were, man, all hands on deck getting it taken care of, huh?
That's correct. We were out there a big chunk of last week trying to make sure everything would go off, without a hitch. So.
And pretty much it did. I mean, when you've got so many moving parts, there has to be little things here and there, but nothing that in any way hindered or certainly stopped the show.
No, our biggest issue we had was with the auctioneer mic. We had a little bit of feedback because when we tested it on stage, not down on the floor with all the tables where all the speakers were pointed at it. So it took us just a minute to get that adjusted. But other than that, I was pretty happy with our end.
Oh, I would think so. And you bring up a really good point there in addition to what you said, and that is, I can't tell you how many times I've gone to a sound check at a venue, and we do the sound check, and it's just perfect. Well, the place seats 18,000, so 18,000 people later sounds way different than the sound check.
Oh, obvious. I mean, absolutely. When you get a crowd in the mix, everything bounces off things different than what it did in an empty room. So,
without a doubt, in an empty room, you get so much slapback from the backs of the chairs that you have to pull the volume way down. And then when the people get there, they're soaking up the sound. And this place was full of people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. There wasn't a lot of extra room.
And when a place is full of people in a gregarious venue, everybody talks to everybody. Not that it's rude, but you're seeing people that you haven't seen forever.
Yep, that also adds a degree of difficulty to what we're doing. You know, the extra noise that wasn't in there when we sound checked. So
Well, it was a night to remember. It'd probably be about a week for you to remember.
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So onward and upward, the next deal, right?
Yep. Next thing, we're doing a sound for the Kenny Fiedler after the bull battle out there at the Nightlight. Boss Music is, and that's the next one. And then after that, we start in with a whole lot of events for the next 6 to 8 weeks. Are pretty packed for us. Like three to four events on a Saturday, and yeah, and the Northwestern Musical, the Mural Fest, several bands out there, and ABC. Proms, weddings, the next 8 weeks are pretty crazy.
And then somewhere in there is an event that you kind of wish that you could have darkness sometimes during the day, because you'd like to do fireworks on the 3rd and 4th of July for everybody that asked you, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, fireworks season will be here before we know it. So,
well, thank you so much for dropping in and sharing your lovely bride with us once a week.
You are very welcome.
All right, man. This is Chamber Chat starring the Brott family, and we will pause for this word, and then we'll be right back with more on Chamber Chats.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
Chamber Chats, starring, using the loose term, starring Jody Brott and featuring her husband. That was a nice drop in.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. I knew he was coming out here to drop me some food in my car, but I didn't realize that he was going to pop in. So anyway, hey, and since he's right there, or since he was in here talking, I might just go ahead and go into the award winners.
Before you do that, I want to make one other little observation, and it is a little observation, but it's mine. So here it is. People accept awards. Not everybody accepts awards in the same way. Mm-hmm. That was interesting. That was interesting to watch. I mean, to some people, it is absolutely joyous and wonderful. To other people, it's like, I'd about as soon we not draw a whole lot of attention to me. I'm not liking this too much. Right. And that's, so it's you and Megan with very genuine on each side for the picture of the person that won. And your smiles are very genuine, and the uncomfortable one in the middle is trying to get that forced smile up there.
Right. You know, most people don't do what they do for the recognition, but I think it's nice to recognize people, even when maybe they don't even want to be recognized. You know, my husband says, you know, that he does the stuff that he does because he loves what he's doing. He loves being behind the scenes. He's not one to be in front and center. And so to actually accept an award, and I say that because he was the one who won the Arts, Theater, and Music Award and through Boss Music, and they are always there. I mean, if there's a sound event happening in town, they're there, and they're typically the last ones to leave. And I know that because I've been there with them a lot of the time, but it is fun to be able to award so many people in the top 3 of each one. Man, like how do you even choose? I mean, that's why we put it to a citizens vote so that everybody can put their vote in and have their vote cast. So it's not us choosing, but it's the citizens' choice. So that's because it's just. Man, all 3 are winners in every single one of our 11 categories. All 3 are winners. And there's winners beyond that, that maybe didn't make the cut of the top 3. And like, we just are filled with fabulous people, fabulous businesses in this area, in this town. We're really, really blessed.
Truly, I'm looking around at the venue after it filled, and you probably could not have invited another 20 people.
Oh, sure, we could have.
Well, you could have invited them. I'm not sure there was room.
Sure there was, Ben. There's always more room.
Silly me. Now that I think about it, I must be terribly wrong. I'm pretty sure I am. Continue on.
There's, they opened up the beer garden once the wind died down, and you can just, go outside for a little bit if you wanted to. No, it was a full event. It was a more intimate space than what we've had in the past. So we were maybe in a little bit closer quarters, but it was really, really great, and we couldn't have pulled it off without the amazing people that just hop in there for the whole time or the last minute. We had people that were helping us. Our chamber board was amazing, coming in and being so active that night, coming in and setting up the crew at the nightlight and the entire Nitram crew. They just, man, the furniture in the back. This was one of the things, Ben, the furniture in the back that they have, the seating area. Their guys actually took that away because I had said, yeah, I think we want to remove this and have this here. And then later on, we got to looking and we're like, maybe it'd be better to go ahead and have that out of there. And you know what? By Friday morning, it was all back down. They had gone to the trouble of putting all that furniture away, and then they brought it all back down. And so that was no easy feat, but man, they did it. And just loading the tables out that night. We had Northwestern football team loading tables in. They actually loaded the tables back into Northwestern yesterday, got that finished. So shout out to the Northwestern football team, Coach Partridge and Brad Franz, and just that entire crew up there. Kaylin Hansen helping out with that. And we just have so many people pitching in to get it all done. And so, but yeah, I always, we just would have to stand a little bit closer is all. We could fit some more in there.
We could have got some more in there, of course. I just thought of another highlight.
Okay.
That place is that place has restrooms built for a crowd.
Oh, yes.
No big lines to the restroom.
We knew that was going to be a highlight. And one of the other things that I thought about, how people take, guys don't do this, but girls do. They take bathroom selfies.
You do?
I don't, but some do. I saw bathroom selfies, and you can't even tell that it's in a bathroom because those bathrooms are so nice. Like, they have them decorated so, Marsha's just amazing.
That's what that is. I've got sent a couple of pictures. They were taken in the women's bathroom. I didn't know that.
Well, not all of them are, but...
But I recognize the decor now. It's not the same decor as the pictures that were taken at... Yeah, I got a bathroom pic.
There you go. It happens. But you can't even... See, you couldn't even tell.
No, I couldn't.
Because the bathrooms don't look like a bathroom. They're so decorated and so amazing. It's just, everything is so just... intentional, and they just have done a fabulous job in decor.
I'm trying to think of okay, I can't come up with the name. So let's go back to your list of winners.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Maybe while I say these off, you will get your name again. Okay, so for the Arts, Music, and Theater Award, the winner was Boss Music. For Community Positive Impact Award, the winner was Bridge to Hope. For the Educator of the Year Award, that went to Dr. Jesse Schroeder. For the Healthcare Professional of the Year, that was Steve Madrid. For the Public Safety Professional of the Year, Ron Vasquez, who received a standing ovation, I'm pretty sure. There was big cheers on that one. Service Business of the Year, we had K&S Tire. For Retail Business of the Year, we had Sweet Harper & Co. For Stores with Outdoors Business of the Year, we had Chloe's Kitchen. For Entertainment Business of the Year, we had Rialto. For Citizen of the Year, we had Sally Eggleston. And for Lifetime Achievement Award, we had Dr. Ken Brown.
I remembered where I was going, and that is my neighbor, Sally Eggleston, neighbor over the hill. Her family was in town. I forget because I'm not around them anymore, and I used to be. How beautiful Ken and her daughters are. Heidi and Sarah were there and decked out, and that's the area that I wanted to talk about. They reminded me of, and that is there were some incredible prom outfits.
Oh yeah, and we ended up having a best dressed category, and that was a lot of fun. Barbara Hyatt was our winner, and she got to take home our traveling trophy. But yes, everybody was decked out, just absolutely amazing. All the sequins. We had just from to basic to top notch bow ties and vests and just pantsuits or dresses. It was just a lot of fun looking at everybody all dressed up.
It was. I had some people at my table that I invited to my table, and they're wonderful people. And so one of them went to the restroom, and I said to his wife, "Did he wear a ball cap to the prom?" She said, "Yep."
There you go. We have all the types, and we welcome them all.
Oh, it's a nice ball cap.
Yeah. It wasn't the dirty one that they'd worn out, to feed cattle or something.
It's not the one that you put up hay in. It could work at some proms.
Yeah.
So that what you just said is a good example of one of the things I was talking about. The best dressed guy was very shy, and the best dressed lady was very proud.
Yeah. Fun times all around. Everybody's got their own personality, and so yeah.
Yeah, I heard the best dressed guy walk by me, and one of his pals was chiding him and saying, he was saying that he couldn't keep his crown on. And his buddy said, "Let me get a stapler. I'll be right back."
Fun. Yes. Yeah, we had a great time. It was just, we're still in a place of cleaning up from it. Cleaning up the office, putting all the things in, doing all the paperwork that we need to do. We were just is just amazing.
Truly. What area of the night? Now, I understand you haven't gotten all of the things figured in their columns and added up and so on, but what area of the night surprised you positively more than others? I have mine.
Oh, you do? Okay. So just looking around the room, it was fun to see everyone having just such a great time and everybody who showed up. It was fun to see everybody over at the photo booth and how much that was enjoyed, and that continued to happen through the end of the night, like after the band. It just kept on going, and people had a great time with that. The food was amazing. 818's homemade ice cream was a hit. Troubadour's food was so good. I mean, I can't just choose one thing because there was just so much.
Okay, mine is the IT voting thing. You'll have to explain that. That was so cool.
Yeah, Megan came up with we were trying to talk about like how do we vote on this or that or the other thing, wanting to vote on best dressed or prom king queen, and she got the Slido app figured out so that we could just have everybody scan the QR code and type in their vote, and then that was a lot of fun to see that.
So you're looking at the big screen on the stage, and as you punch up your name on your phone after looking at doing the QR code thing, you see the name that you did, boom, go up there, and then the thing on the app counts it, so it's always showing who's in first place, and I think second place also. I was in a little group that was talking about that, and one of your sisters, Raylene, said, I've used that teaching in my class.
Yes, yeah. It's a teaching app, absolutely. We got to incorporate those things into daily life.
Take credit for that. That was very cool. And I told Max at the ice cream stand, I said, man, we've got to get you, because the 818 is on the digital board that's in McClure's parking lot. I said, we got to get you up on the board with this homemade ice cream. This stuff is incredible.
Isn't it good? I had a bite of the cookies and cream, and it was so good. We wanted to do an ice cream sundae bar, his homemade ice cream, and then do a sundae bar. So we had that available. And he said, your most popular ones with that are going to be your chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. And I said, you know what, let's go ahead and throw in cookies and cream, just in case somebody doesn't like all the toppings, but they could still have something that may not be that, that's not just a vanilla. Anyway, not just a vanilla. That's my son's favorite. Breaker's favorite ice cream is just vanilla ice cream. That's what he wants, is vanilla ice cream. So, but yeah, it was so good. It was very yummy. So if you haven't checked out 818's ice cream, go check that out, because they do have that available in the diner.
And multi flavors. I mean, I probably saw a dozen different flavors, and then there was one like you talk about that you changed the flavor with the toppings. I mean, the sky's the limit.
And he actually told us, he's like, if there's something that you think about that I don't have on here, just let me know and I'll try it. So he's willing to try more. So just so you know about that. But
that's how you get invited back next year. So we're bringing more next year.
That's right. So, and so that was amazing. That was great. Man, I'm exhausted. I'm catching up on my sleep. That's what I'm doing now, is trying to catch up on the paperwork and catch up on my sleep.
Those two are not, I mean, that's almost an oxymoron. Catching paperwork, catching up sleep. They don't go together.
No, they don't. And you know what, Ben? We got another big weekend coming up.
I was going to ask you, what's next?
I mean, it's not our event, but the bull battle is this weekend. We've got bull battle, and we've got Easter, and we've got the egg hunt downtown, and Bratz Menagerie has their egg hunt out at the farm, and all of the Easter services. There's Holy Week services at noon every day this week at the Church of God. I mean, things don't stop. We just keep on rolling.
And the menagerie, you're talking about adding flavors in ice cream. You've added flavors at the menagerie. I was noticing 2 babies, maybe 3 coming by this morning.
We do have new babies. We have new mini horse, mini horse donkeys. We've got baby llamas. We've got baby sheep and goats and Oh my goodness, they're just babies all over the place. So lots of fun.
Okay, let's put the cap on the big deal this weekend, the gala. So you don't have it finalized out yet, but I got to think that deal works.
Yeah, it's our largest fundraiser of the year. So yeah, all of our figures are not out yet, but we are just thankful for everybody who pours in, and just thankful not only for those who purchase the things, but everybody who donates the things. I mean, it just takes us all coming together, and we are so thankful for every single one of our businesses, every single person who came, who purchased a ticket, who received their ticket through being a chamber business and came to be a part of that, who purchased a table, who purchased a VIP booth, who who helped us out at the last minute. We had people running errands for us just randomly that I just gave them a call and said, hey, any way you could help us? And they're like, absolutely. We had that going on. And so it just takes everybody coming together to just pull it off. And it was a great success. And so now we can rest for a minute again, because we've got more events coming up. The chamber will be sponsoring a salsa stroll in May, and we're working all the
A
details.
what?
A salsa stroll.
Oh,
Yeah, so it'll be a downtown thing in conjunction with First Friday is the plan. So Megan's working out details on that. This June we will have a 90th birthday party for the chamber. The chamber's birthday is June 24th, 1936. So we are celebrating 90 years in June, and we want to celebrate that. And so we'll be doing that with a celebration downtown as well in June. In July, we've got crazy days. Then August, it's back to school. And then in September, it's the car show. And then in October, the menagerie opens with the hay maze again. And then in November, we've got Christmas open house. And then in December, what do we have? Our big Christmas event. We don't ever rest. We just keep on going. And I completely skipped over April. We've got Mural Fest coming up this month. And of course, the Bull Battle this weekend. We've got a musical at Northwestern coming up this month. If you are bored, it is your own fault.
so the bull battle, here's what I'm going to tell you about that. It's never been better on both fronts, where it is and how it is. Tomorrow on Rose and Ben, we will have the people from Salt Fork Event Center in to talk with us, with the people from the bull battle and some other folks too. Everybody that tours that building, including Rosie, who toured it a couple of days ago, says the same thing. My goodness, this is incredible. So if you don't even care about bulls, go out to see the building this weekend. It's going to be it's beautiful.
I haven't been yet. They'll have a trade show out there. So if you're like, well, bulls aren't really my thing, well, maybe shopping's your thing. So you can go out and check out the trade show on, I think it's Friday. Maybe it starts at 5, the trade show, and then Saturday all day. So go check that out.
Join us tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock for Rose and Ben, and we're going to wrap this baby up, the Monday edition of Chamber Chats, which sometimes we don't do on Monday. How are you next Monday? Check your schedule there.
I should be good.
Okay. I'll see you. I'll see you in Monday morning then.
Sounds great.
Okay. For the co-directors, the one you just heard, and her husband, Jody Brott. Actually, her husband is not. Never mind. And the other one is Megan Lear. And it was so fun watching you two guys just zip around like water bugs, getting things, boom, 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 getting stuff taken care of.
All in our sequence.
What's that?
All in our sequence.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sparkly, sparkly. So let's go quickly up on the hill, or the representative up on the hill, Kate Kennedy, the associate SID of NWOSU. What's going on the hill?
Oh, it's a big weekend as always. Baseball and softball going on. Softball at home Thursday night, taking on Oklahoma Baptist. Oklahoma Baptist ranked number 15 in all of Division II in softball, playing Thursday night at 6 o'clock out at the Rec Complex softball field there for Northwestern, and then finishing things up Friday with a doubleheader, games at noon and 2.
All right, man. Thank you. We'll be back at 11 o'clock tomorrow with the Rose and Ben Radio Rodeo Roundup. And this time it really does have something to do with rodeo. It's Bull Battle 10. They'll be in also, so join us then. On behalf of Jody and the guy from the Hill, we now return you to what we lovingly call regular programming.